Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Options Recovery Services Summer 2026 graduation ceremony. My name is Scott St. Clair, and I support Options in a variety of ways from an operational standpoint, assisting with everything from admin to IT to our development, which means I get to help out with events just like this ceremony, where I am honored to act as your MC. To that end, I'd like to extend a warm welcome to all of our graduates, our guests, staff, supporters, and our viewers watching us virtually. So without further ado, let's kick off the festivities in earnest by introducing our Executive Director, Suzanne Camp, to say a few words.
Thank you, Scotty. I'm Suzanne Camp, Options Interim Executive Director. I've been employed with Options Recovery since 2006. I'd like to send a personal congratulations to the graduates celebrating this milestone here today. You continue to inspire us and keep us doing what we're doing. Keep doing the work. We're proud of you and we celebrate you here today. Thank you. I've worked with so many amazing people, but none more amazing than Davida Cody, our founder. And today I would like to honor her memory and her legacy. And I would just like to take a moment to do so. As we continue the legacy and the important work, we will never forget our founder, Dr. Davida Cody. We will never forget any of the people who have contributed to this legacy and to this work. So as we celebrate today, again, I just want to say congratulations to our 10 graduates. You did it. We are so proud of you. And thank you for letting us celebrate with you today. We look forward to hearing from each of you and your family and loved ones as well. Welcome. And again, you did it. Congratulations. Thank you to our community partners, donors, volunteers, and staff. Without you, the miracles don't take place. So again, back to today's celebration.
Thank you, Suzanne, for those thoughtful sentiments and your leadership. We truly appreciate your perspective on these very special occasions. At this juncture, I'm excited to pivot to my favorite part of these celebrations, where we get to hear from our graduates and the counselors who helped them on their journey. This day is all about them. So it's my pleasure to introduce our first site, and we will kick things off with the Concord site. And let's welcome Counselor Peter Macias.
Thank you, Scotty. I appreciate it. Hi, everybody. My name is Pete. I'm a counselor here at Options Recovery Services for the 5:30 to 7:30 group. And I would like to send a congratulations to all the graduates this year from all the sites. Amazing job. We're very proud of all the work that you guys have done. And for this site, we have one graduate. He's done a very great job of participating and working through the process, and he's come a long ways. And he's really been really good at applying the curriculum to his life. And I would just like to, I'm very honored and blessed to welcome Mr. Christopher Parker.
My name is Christopher Parker, and I've been with Options for a year. I started Options with no way out. I didn't have any solutions to any of the problems that I was dealing with in my life. And after starting Options and being in it day in and day out, at first it seems like, oh man, I got to be here every day. But when you really start to, take in the curriculum and what Options teaches, people like myself or people in a situation of addictions, us as addicts, we begin to learn how to relive life, and it's almost like a second chance. So I wrote something. I wrote a thank you for the Options staff, and it goes like this. So I first want to take the time to recognize Options staff for really believing in me and being very supportive on my road to recovery. In my past, I lived in denial amongst other different problems, and relearning how to balance my emotions and change my thinking pattern has been tremendous from Pete, who has done such an excellent job with his counsel and his level of understanding of what is important to recognize when managing recovery. You know, I was suffering in my addiction, and options gave me a way out. Specifically, Raina, Ben, Pete, Sean, and Vandrick. They helped me see the error in my way of thinking, and that has radically really changed my life. For those still in the program, just keep in mind that options will literally give you other options in life. You know, just because you might be dealing with a struggle or up against something that seems like there's no way out, like, you know, especially with addiction, the support that I received from options has been tremendous, and options has covered all aspects of life, in terms of really being able to manage our symptoms of addiction. And it really made me aware of my shortcomings, and this gave me the awareness to apply what options teaches, from denial management, alcohol and drug education, to living in balance with sobriety. And when I started with no job, no place to live, but finding options program started out heavy. You know, looking back, it was needed. I started 5 days a week. I was able to tackle goals, you know, as time went on, because I learned how to create new coping skills because of my addiction. I learned how to rechannel, you know, triggers, and think about playing the tape through, you know, as they came about, you know, that helped me stay sober. And, you know, options has really given me my power back. You know, I was once powerless over my addiction, and I had to admit my life had become unmanageable. And the staff at Options really carried me through feeling powerless to being able to supply me with the tools for my tool belt to keep me intact and to get my power back and manage my life. So I just want to thank everybody, even the clients there. You know, it was great. You know, being able to be in a room with bunch of other men and individuals that, you know, have had similar problems and similar issues, and us being able to talk through those issues and relate to one another, I was able to find identity within myself to really see that, you know, a life of sobriety is the best thing for me, you know. And my problems with addiction a lot of times were, you know, the problem was the addiction, you know, and options has really helped me see that unless I find that problem, I find the root of that problem, and channel my efforts to really solve that problem and stay sober, you know, it's going to be tough. So thank you guys.
All right. Great job, Christopher. Thank you, Peter. And big ups to the Concord site. Now we will introduce our Oakland program, the women graduates. And to do that, let's welcome Counselor Erica Hewitt. Welcome, Erica.
Hello, my name is Erica. I am a counselor at the Oakland site for the Women's OS group. I just wanted to say congratulations to everybody. This is a big day. This is your day. My first graduate that I would like to introduce is Lenora. It has been an absolute honor to watch Lenora grow throughout her journey. I have had the privilege of witnessing her navigating many trials and tribulations, yet through every challenge, she never gave up. Her determination, resilience, and commitment to her recovery have been truly inspiring. No matter the obstacles placed in her path, Lenora continued to push forward with courage and strength. Lenora has always been a huge inspiration and positive influence within the group. Her honesty, encouragement, and willingness to share her experiences have made a lasting impact on those around her. One of the most beautiful transformations I have witnessed is her learning how to love herself again. Over time, I have seen her regain her confidence, embrace her worth, and truly begin to glow from the inside out. Her growth has been remarkable, and I am incredibly proud of all that she has accomplished. As she graduates, I have no doubt that she will continue to thrive and inspire others wherever her journey takes us. Congratulations, Lenora.
Thank you. First, want to start off with first giving honor to God, who's the head of my life. who's the head of my life. Um, you have to excuse me, you guys. Who's the head of my life? Um, but first giving on to who's the head of first giving on to God, who's the head of my life. I was, if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have made it through this journey. When I first started this program, I had a lot going on. I had took a lot of losses. I lost ex-husband, kids, grandkids, but I kept striving to go on. Um, this program taught me a lot. I'm coming from my heart because I have to right now. I was going to speak for what I wrote, but this program taught me a lot. It showed me a lot of tools, a lot of strategy. It showed me a lot of things that, anyone could accomplish. You just have to believe in yourself and trust in yourself. And I have special shout outs to a lot of these counselors that had my back from the beginning to the end. And I'm just grateful and I'm thankful. And Option saved my life. He gave me a 360, and I'm just grateful and blessed. And special shout out to Erica, Renera, Brad, Tori, Sam, all of y'all that dealt with me with the attitudes and up and with the ups and downs. Special shout out to my classmates from the beginning to the end. Some of us stuck it out, some of us didn't, and I'm just grateful. And just trust the process, and just know that you got this, and just keep going. Thank you, Options. I have my kids here, my fiance here. Say hi.
Hi.
That was, and Jan is supposed to be here, but maybe she'll get to watch the recording. But I'm just grateful, and big shout out to Options. We all did it. We made it. This just the beginning. So just trust the process and keep going. And I just want to be a mentor to young women that went through what I went through. That's all. Thanks.
Yeah. Don't leave until the miracle happens is what I was told. And yeah, that we are witnessing a miracle here today. So beautiful. Thank you again, Lenora.
You're welcome.
All right, Erica, you are welcome to introduce your next graduate.
Introducing the next graduate, I would like to introduce Kayla. It has been a privilege to watch Kayla grow throughout her journey in treatment. Over time, I have witnessed her develop the skills and confidence needed to better understand and manage her emotions. Through hard work, self-reflection, and perseverance, Kayla has learned how to take control of her own life and make choices that support her recovery and personal growth. Watching her embrace accountability and continue moving forward even during difficult moments has truly been inspiring. Kayla has always been a supportive and valued member of the group. She consistently offered encouragement to others, shared her experiences openly, and helped create a positive and welcoming environment for those around her. Her kindness, strength, and willingness to support her peers have left a lasting impact on the group. Watching Kayla grow into the strong, resilient person she is today has been an honor, and I am incredibly proud of all that she has accomplished. I have no doubt that she will continue to thrive as she moves forward in this next chapter of her life. Congrats, Kayla.
Thank you. I'm excited. Congratulations, everybody. Lenora, everybody. Okay, my little speech, I wrote it down. I can't really say stuff off the top of my head. But I'm thankful for everybody being a huge part of my recovery. My support system was always consisted of my mother, and I thank her every day, whether she knows it or not. This time, being sober has not only freed me from, has not only freed me from drug usage, but also the hurt I've put myself and my family through. I've learned not to dwell on the abuse I've went through, and I've also learned not to blame my usage my usage on past or present problems. I'm excited to continue my own life the way I want to without poor judgment from alcohol and drugs. I get to live my life without doubting myself every day. I thank all the people who made my recovery as easy as it could be, and I hope everyone who made it difficult takes the help they get seriously. But thank you guys. I appreciate it so much. It's been a long journey, long, long, long journey. I've cried, I've laughed, I've made you guys mad at me, everything. But I thank everybody. And my guest today is my mother. She's been a very, very big part of my recovery. It comes up with its ups and downs, but I know she's trusted me so far.
Hello, everybody. You guys went through a journey. I'm proud of each one of you guys, even though I don't know you. I'm proud of you, Kayla. Love you.
I love you too, Mom.
You've been through a lot. You've been through a lot. And I know you never gave up through all the struggles, through all that you've been through, Kayla. I wrote a little something. I hope you guys are okay with it. Kayla, I love you. I'm very proud of what you have accomplished this past year. You are the strongest and most resilient young lady I have ever met. Life has tried to knock you down, but you didn't let it. I feel the only reason God has put you through all these trials at this young age is to make you a stronger person for what lies ahead of you. A life of success and happiness. Remember that there are no such things as mistakes, only lessons learned. It doesn't matter how old you get, I will always be here for you.
Thank you, Mom.
Congratulations, everybody.
Okay. My next graduate is Teresia. It has been a true pleasure to watch Teresia blossom throughout her journey. Over time, I have witnessed her learn how to love herself, recognize her worth, and overcome obstacles that once stood in her way. One of the most inspiring parts of her growth has been watching her establish one of the most inspiring parts of her growth has been watching her establish strong boundaries and remain committed to them. Through her hard work and dedication, she has created positive changes in her life, and it has been amazing to see the happiness, confidence, and peace she has found today. Teresia will be greatly missed in the group. She always brought a smile, positive energy, and a warm presence that brightened the room and uplifted those around her. Her encouragement, authenticity, and growth have made a lasting impact on both her peers and staff. It has been an honor to be a part of her journey and to witness the incredible person she has become. I am so proud of all she has accomplished and excited to see what the future holds for her. Congrats, Teresia.
Thank you, Erica. And thank you, everybody. It's so emotional seeing my classmates and also just happy to be here. So first of all, I'd like to thank God for this opportunity. Anyway, I didn't think I'd cry, but I wrote a speech, so I'll just read it. It's called From the Ashes, A Warrior's Journey. Good afternoon, everyone. When I walked through the doors of Options Recovery in July of last year, I was not walking, I was crawling. I was coming from the darkest place I had ever known. I had lost my homes. I had lost the trust of my family. I had lost my freedom. And worst of all, I had lost myself. My self-worth was not just low, it was gone. My mental health was in crisis, and my hope for life had almost completely disappeared. Sorry. I was, by every definition, completely and utterly lost. But something remarkable happens when you hit the very bottom. You finally stop falling, and you can begin to rise. The first person who made me believe the rising was even possible was Yonera. Yonera is a powerhouse whose strength became a mirror that showed me my own. Then there was Tori, whose kindness and warmth reminded me that gentleness is not weakness, it is grace. There was Cole, Brett, of course Larry and his happy personality, Denise, and every single one of you showed up for me in ways I'll never forget. And Deb, when I joined the OS, you breathed new hope into what options meant to me. I'm so grateful. But I have to speak about Erica. Erica, for some reason, she just got me. In a world where I felt misunderstood for so long, you saw me clearly and you did not flinch. I opened up to you like an ocean, my struggles, my pain, and my darkest truths, and you held every single word without judgment. You showed me a path I could not see on my own. You helped me turn my weakness into wisdom. I will carry you in my heart forever. Options gave me more than sobriety, it gave me understanding. Sorry. I learned the science of how addiction works, how it rewires the mind and distorts reality. I learned about anger and how I had allowed it to make decisions that cost me everything. If I had understood anger management sooner, my story would have looked different. But I understand it now. And that changes everything going forward. I learned about denial, how sneaky it is, how it disguises itself, and how I had been living inside of it without even knowing. Recognizing those patterns finally allowed me to accept my truth, and acceptance became the doorway to healing. 11 months of showing up, of being honest, of sitting in discomfort and choosing growth anyway. Months of perseverance, humility, and learning. I live here today with a toolkit: relapse prevention strategies, emotional intelligence, self awareness, and the unshakable knowledge that I am worth fighting for. I'm not the woman who walked through those doors in July. That woman was broken. This woman is built. I know the journey is just the beginning. I know there will be hard days still, but I also know something now that I did not know then. I'm a warrior, and warriors don't quit. To every staff at Options, thank you for seeing me when I could not see myself. Thank you for believing in my comeback before I could believe in myself. And to anyone who's still in that dark place, hold on. The light is real, the healing is real, and you are worth every single step it takes to get there. Thank you.
Outstanding. Awesome work. There may be tears, but you never have to apologize for those tears because, I think in this instance, they are tears of joy. You're absolutely right. You are a warrior. You're all warriors. And I just have to say what a privilege it is to be here in this moment of victory with you all. So again, excellent, excellent work. Erica, I believe you have one more graduate.
Yes, for my final graduate, I would like to introduce Phyllis. It has been an honor to watch Phyllis grow throughout her journey in treatment. Over the course of her time in the program, I have witnessed her overcome many milestones with determination, strength, and perseverance. She has consistently demonstrated a commitment to her recovery and personal growth, embracing each challenge as an opportunity to learn and move forward. Her progress has been inspiring to witness, and she should be incredibly proud of all that she has accomplished. Phyllis has been a wonderful client and a pleasure to work with. She has approached treatment with a positive attitude, openness, and a willingness to put in the work necessary to achieve her goals. Her dedication, resilience, and growth have left a lasting impression, and it truly has been a privilege to be a part of her journey. As she graduates, I am confident that she will continue building on the strong foundation she has created and achieve great things in the future. Congrats, Phyllis.
Hi. To God, who is head of my life, also who I choose as my higher power, my friends, family, peers, sponsor, and last but not least, my support group. I want to give thanks for you being there when I needed a kind word or a shoulder to cry on. When I came to Options, we had a teacher / counselor, and she had structure. I thought she was the best. Then she was gone. People like Jennifer, Cole, Deborah, Denise, Tori, Brad, even Yanera, and last but not least, Sam, came and had something to offer. I didn't know about the brain endorphins and things that made us tick. They had something to offer, and I listened and got information that would get me through. I soon went on to phase 2, where Deborah and Erica taught me about how to live with the drug problem and also stuff like growing up with a parent or parents whom used or used, how not to be a hero or a scapegoat, and to live a free life without drugs and alcohol, how to love me through all of this. I said to myself, I got this. I got this. Well, here I am today. I have a year on June 27th, and I'm thankful and grateful for it. Thank you for being a big part of my life.
All right. Thank you, Phyllis. Well said. Well said. And great job. Tremendous work to the entire Oakland women's program. Great job, Erica. Congratulations to all you ladies. What moving speeches, and what how awesome it is just to, bear witness to these lives being transformed, and how people are learning to love themselves. It's truly inspiring. Thank you so much. Now let's turn our attention to our Berkeley program graduates, and to introduce those folks, we have Counselor Sandra Shane. Take it away, Sandra.
Scotty. So my first graduate is Mimi. Mimi came to my group in a very short time ago, but she has been such an inspiration. She has brought a light and a lightness to the group. She has been a mentor. She has really battled and come on top with her addiction and everything that goes along with that. She's been an inspiration to me, an inspiration to the group members, and I'm very proud to introduce Mimi as one of my graduates.
Thank you, Sandra. Hello, everyone. I'm really happy to be here. I wrote a little speech. I didn't come here looking for a miracle, but God had one waiting for me anyway. My name is Mimi, and I'm a grateful woman in recovery. My journey didn't start in a treatment center. It started in a jail cell. On May 22nd, 2025, I got clean behind bars. And the moment those doors opened, I made a decision that I was not going back to the life that put me there. Straight from jail, I went to Chrysalis. I didn't go home. I went to work. I started working the steps with my sponsor. I began reconnecting with my family, friends I thought I'd lost, and I started building new connections with people who understood this road. Chrysalis gave me a foundation. It gave me the tools and the courage to keep going. And after I graduated from Chrysalis, I came to Options on September 22nd, 2025. When I first began the program, attending group 5 days a week, 2 hours a day, felt overwhelming. It was time-consuming, emotionally demanding, and profoundly real. I had to show up vulnerable. I had to be raw. I had to be honest, not just with the group, but with myself. Because if I truly wanted to stay clean and sober, there was no other way. It was hard. Some days it was incredibly hard. But looking back, I understand exactly why that structure exists. There's a reason we are required to come in person 5 days a week. There's a reason we are expected to be honest, open, and willing, because it works. It is not arbitrary, it is intentional, and that intention saved my life. Coming here gave me more freedom, but it also opened doors I didn't even know existed. At Options, I didn't just maintain my recovery, I built a life. I got a job. I enrolled in school studying data analytics and cybersecurity. I spent real, present time with my children, my family, my friends. I volunteered. I stopped neglecting my health and began my journey with my team of doctors, doing everything I can to take care of my lupus, APS, and deep vein thrombosis. I joined a gym and started taking care of my body the way it deserves. I found a church and I found God. Not just the idea of him, but a real close daily relationship with the one who kept me alive long enough to get here. The program that Options has built works if you work it. I am living proof of that, and I am standing here today as an example of what becomes possible when you stop fighting the process and surrender to it. The house managers I had, the counselors who walked alongside me, and the options staff across every office, they showed up for me consistently, often in moments when I needed it most and least expected it. Their investment in my recovery was real, and I felt it. They didn't just run a program, they invested in people, in me. I also made some very solid friendships inside this program, people I still talk to, people who know my story and keep me accountable to it. Options gave me structure when my life had none. It gave me tools I did not know I was missing. It gave me a foundation, something firm to stand on while I began piece by piece to rebuild everything. Proverbs 3:5 says, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your understanding." I've lived that scripture this year. I stopped trying to figure out everything on my own and I let God lead. And look where he brought me. On May 22nd, 2026, I celebrated 1 year clean. 1 year. And in that single year, my life has blossomed into something more incredible than I ever dared to imagine. I have employment, I am enrolled in school, I have rebuilt relationships with my children, my family, friends, I am of service to my community. I am alive, I am sober, and I wake up every day feeling so blessed. I owe a meaningful part of that to Options, and I am eternally grateful. I graduate today as a woman who came from incarceration in a life filled with loss, addiction, and chaos, and chose every single day not to give up. I'm sober, I'm present, I'm close to God, and I'm just getting started. Thank you to the staff at the Berkeley Annex, the San Leandro office, and the Oakland office. Thank you to every counselor who challenged me, and every house manager who held the line of grace. Thank you, Options, for believing in me, even in the moments I had not yet learned to believe in myself. You are doing holy work here. To anyone still in the early days, keep going. Work your steps, call your sponsor, talk to your counselor, show up. The life on the other side of this is real, and it is yours. I didn't come here looking for a miracle, but I leave here as one. Thank you.
Thank you. This next one, Yasin. I have had the great privilege of watching her grow, watching her step out of her shell and really step into her adulthood, her womanhood, being the mother that she knows and she can be, and that the mother that her son deserves. She has not only blossomed within herself, but she has started going to school to become an accountant. She works very hard with her community and being that guiding light for others who need her. She also has been an inspiration, not only to me, but to the women in her house and the women in our group, being that mentor and that leader. So without further ado, Yasin.
Hi, thanks, Sandra. You're so sweet. Yeah, I'm just really happy to have made it to the finish line. It has been a journey. It has been funny. It has been upsetting. It has been like there's been ups, there's been downs. I'm so grateful for Options. So grateful for Sandra and even like my counselors before that. So grateful to be like even for my house manager and just like the women that I live with. Like I honestly don't think I could have asked for just like, better network and like better surroundings because I really just feel extremely privileged and like extremely blessed to like just like be where I'm at and like be comfortable, and just like be able to like have the support there so that like, when I need to talk to someone or ask for advice or something, like it's there, And yeah, this is only the beginning, and I'm just really excited to see, what doors open up after this. And I'm just extremely grateful just to for all of you and just to, have been able to like stick it out and just hold my ground and just be here for my son and stay accountable and, you know, cross all my I's and get all my T's. I pretty much have gotten like straight A's, you know, through this whole process. And, but I wouldn't have been able to do it without those around me, you know. So I really appreciate you guys, and I really thank you. And that's it.
Thank you, Yassine. We're excited for you. This is just the beginning, but I love to hear how well supported you were and how much gratitude you have. You're going places, so congratulations and great work.
Thank you.
Now we are ready to introduce the Oakland Men's Program and their graduates. And to help me do that, I'm excited to bring on Counselor Larry Halverson. Welcome, Larry.
Good afternoon and congratulations to everyone. Some really heartfelt testimonies given here today. And with that, my name is Larry and I serve as a men's counselor at the Oakland facility, where I have the fortunate pleasure of doing a trifecta of counseling with IOS, OS, and recovery services. And recently just celebrated my 3rd anniversary with the company. And it's been an honor to witness the growth and resilience and transformation of these clients we serve. Recovery is built on commitment, courage, and the willingness to change. Today, we gather to recognize individuals who have demonstrated those qualities and achieved an important milestone in their lives. It's my pleasure to introduce today's graduates and celebrate their accomplishments. I'd like to start out today celebrating the accomplishments of Pablo Cox Perez. Pablo entered Options Recovery Service in June 5th of 2025, exactly 1 year ago today. And during his time in the program, he's achieved perfect attendance, never submitted a positive UA test, and demonstrated exceptional dedication to his recovery. Pablo consistently worked to grow through a curriculum despite language barriers and remain focused in what matters most to him, his family, especially his son. His decision to continue on with recovery services aftercare phase reflects his commitment to lifelong recovery and abstinence. Pablo, we are proud of your hard work, perseverance, and growth. Congratulations, and take the floor.
Hi, thank you guys for everything. My name is Pablo. Thank you, Larry. And thank you, Options. I believe that that you guys made me, I guess, who I am right now, understanding and understanding myself. And I become more grown and upon with certain deficiencies of needs and survival orientated and offering my own potential. I overcome some of my weakness and strength, and I feel like it's been very stressful and hard for me, but I like the new me. This is very happy and emotional, but I finally had the opportunity to accept and change and like Larry said, I do have a kid, and I believe that he, he deserves better. So I I appreciate everything, and thank you. And son, I love you, and I guess that's all I have. If my sister, I guess she wants to say something.
Hi everyone. I am Pablo's youngest sibling, sister, and we're a full family. We're 8 in total kids, and Pablo is the third of our brothers, and Pablo has gone through so much in life, has gone through a lot of circumstances that I myself, if I put myself in his shoes, I don't know how I would deal with it, honestly. So we're so proud of him. Since he was young, he has always been quote unquote the troublemaker. He has always been giving my mom, those up and down moments. But we've always seen that kindness of his heart, always. And unfortunately, for the past this past years, it has been more troublesome with our whole entire family in the situation that he was in. And we were always worried about Paulo. We were always worried about getting a call letting us know that he might not be with us at that point that we were in. But we've always had that faith in God that whatever happens, it happens for a reason. And sometimes it's kind of hard to know why that reason is. But I think Pablo's a walking testimony. He can tell us about all of the things that he has gone through, and even after that, like he's still fighting. So I encourage him to just keep going. It doesn't matter if we slip up, and whatever the case may be, like you might take a wrong decision, but always keep up and never look back, and remember what's your purpose. And I know that Pablo does it for his son, and we're so proud of him, so proud of the changes that he has done. It's been a year where our family, we've been more happy in the sense that we know that it's doing much better. We thank the program and everyone who has worked with him. I know that Pablo, he's doing great, and he's gonna do much more than what he's doing now. Helping out the community, trying to do food banking. So those things add up, and I hope he knows that people that are around him, we value him, and we value his integrity, and all that he does for everyone. So I just want to tell him that I'm so proud of him, and to keep going, to not settle for less. You know what's your worth, and you're worth more than anything else. And we're so proud of you, and I love you. And thank you, everyone. And I'm so proud of everyone. Your guys' testimony is just a reminder for everyone that whatever we're going through, whatever we're in, whatever we're facing, it's not the end of it. We can just only go up and keep on fighting. Thank you.
Thank you, options. And son, if you're ever gonna see this, I love you. That's all.
All right. My second graduate was unable to be with us in person this afternoon, but he did ask me to present a statement for him. And his name is Danny Mira. And Danny, since entering the program in May of 2025, also has been one with a stellar attendance. And he juggles that with a lot of a plethora of volunteer work he does with Oakland's harm reduction programs, where he dedicates his time in helping vulnerable individuals to safety and to stay alive. Danny represents the both best of recovery, moving beyond addiction, and reaching back to help the others who are still struggling. His compassion and service, along with his own recovery and commitment to the community, are an inspiration to everyone around him. The skills and knowledge that he has gained and exudes and in his presence here at Options continues to support the healthy production and abstinence of both his classmates and being supportive everywhere he goes. Congratulations, Danny, for an important milestone and everything that lies ahead for you. Danny's statement consists of, first off, I would like to thank everyone I met at the Options for their kindness that they've shown me and the lessons they've taught me. I've learned about the insight I need for my recovery to be successful, about how to simply put my problems on the table and look at them in a light, about remembering that I'm in the program, and even simple things like how my chilies to put in the salsa and how to fix a persistent pain in my back. Above all else, I've learned a lot of the practical lessons about living life mindful with serenity. Every staff member I've met here, even for brief interactions, has taught me something different about how it means to approach a particular moment with mindfulness and serenity. And all of the clients I've met, whether in my groups or in my housing, shout outs to the Addison House, have shown me examples either firsthand or in their stories. I was asked to think about the curriculum module really stood out to me in the process. Which one gave me the most insight about my recovery? It's hard to pick just one because I've learned something important in all of them. More so than any given curriculum, which stood out to me was that every time I used the material I was studying to look at my own past, present, and future, I felt like I came to a new understanding of myself and what I needed to do moving forward. Denial management taught me, for example, about how I'd used honesty in the past as a tool of denial, and how to recognize when and that I now in the future. Anger management allowed me to step to the side of my emotions during an event as simple as crossing the street and understand how my feelings of rage at the average East Bay driver was actually coming from a place of fear, something I wouldn't have admitted or even understood in a million years without that curriculum. Alcohol and drug education gave me an invaluable information about how my body was being affected by the substances I was choosing to consume, and most importantly, about what to expect from my recovering body and mind. It was all of these lessons taken together that have given me the knowledge I need to move through recovery without allowing my fear, guilt, shame, or pain to hold me back. And it has especially been the bravery of my classmates in sharing their experiences with honesty and vulnerability that have allowed me to learn more than I ever could have learned looking at my own life. I'd like to close by paraphrasing a writer I enjoy. He is a recovering alcoholic, and I'll paraphrase his words as follows. Quote, "There is a thought that goes through the mind of every addict. That thought is this: I am no damn good. Rather than try to fight that voice, we should instead find something else to say in its place. Let's instead say, there's something beyond this moment. It's going to be beautiful." I came to Options because I felt I was no damn good. And as I graduate with over a year of sobriety, I have more faith than ever that what comes next is going to be beautiful. And I'm looking forward to seeing you all there. Thank you, Danny. Well put.
Yes, thank you, Larry, for reading those words on Danny's behalf. And while Danny couldn't be here to attend, we definitely want to hold space and honor and recognize the dedication and perseverance it took to have his name and his words read here today. So excellent work. All right, at this juncture, we are ready to move on to the San Leandro Men's Program, but I've got a familiar face to do the introductions there. Let's welcome back Larry.
Thank you again, Scotty. Today we recognize and celebrate the accomplishments of Rufus Barker. Rufus entered the Options Recovery Services program in May of 2025. After being referred by the Federal Probation Department, I had the privilege of being Rufus's first counselor, and watching his transformation has been one of the most rewarding experiences of my career. When Rufus first arrived, he carried a great deal of denial and resentment about having to participate in a program. Over time, those scowling eyes were replaced with understanding, compassion, and a genuine desire for personal growth. Through hard work and commitment, Rufus embraced the recovery process and began building a new vision for his future. Today, Rufus works with autistic, developmentally challenged children, a role that reflects the caring heart and compassion he has developed throughout his journey. His desire to give back to the community he once took from has become a reality, and he continues to make a positive impact in the lives of others. Rufus has also remained committed to meeting all the court obligations while continuing to excel in his recovery. He is steadily building the foundation necessary to become a productive, responsible, and valued member of the Oakland community. Rufus, your growth has been remarkable. It has been an honor to witness your journey, and I look forward to seeing all that you're going to do and accomplish in the future. Congratulations, Rufus.
Thank you. I appreciate it. First and foremost, I want to congratulate everybody. This wasn't an easy process. When I came into this program, I was lost. And I want to thank you, Larry, for helping me navigate through this life that I was confused with. I'm just grateful, man. Like, it's been a long journey. I lost family members, but I stayed dedicated to what I believe in was right for me and my future and my kids. Yeah, I really don't want to take up too much time, but I just want to say it's possible. You can do it. You just got to put you first and put your best foot forward. Thank you. I want to send shout outs to Yanera, Brett, Tori, um, my counselor I was just with in San Leandro, Randy. It's been a beautiful struggle, but it's worth it. And just for everybody, just know you're worth it. No matter what life throw at you, just continue to keep pushing because at the end of it, your sun will shine. Thank you, options. Thank you, counselors, and big thank you to Larry because without him, I think I still would have been lost. Larry, you gave me a lot of life lessons and gave me a welcoming place to come and vent. I came in lost. I didn't have faith. I didn't know where I was gonna go with life. But Larry, you showed me that it gets better, and my plan is to continue to keep pushing forward and keep doing right. Thank you, options, and that's me. I'm out.
All right. Nice work, Rufus. And congratulations to you. And you're absolutely right. You're worth it. We're worth it. It's worth it. With that in mind, it's truly been a blessing to bear witness to, these lives that have been changed and hear the heartfelt words and learn a little bit about your journey. Thank you all again. And congratulations to you all. And we really appreciate your time and your vulnerability and sharing your story. Believe it or not, we have made it through that portion of the ceremony. We have heard from all our graduates, and this has been a beautiful ceremony, a beautiful day. Thank you all again so much. At this point in time, I would like to transition to talk about donorship and the ways that people watching these videos can support options. So to that end, I would like to introduce Susan Bookman, who is not only a founding board member, but a close friend of our founder, the late Davida Cody, and she's been with Options from the very beginning. So she is here to share some of the various ways you can help support Options and empower us to impact more lives, just like the lives we've seen changed here today. So Susan, the floor is yours.
Well, thank you so much, Scotty. It's wonderful to be here, and I want to congratulate all the graduates this June. It's wonderful to listen to all your stories, and I encourage all of you to stay connected with Options after your graduation, because we do value our alumni. We do value our graduates. In that line, I wanted to read something about from a graduate 27 years ago, one of the first groups of graduates from Options. And he says, there is a place in Berkeley where fertile ground is cultivated daily, where men and women take root to face the challenge of dealing with themselves. Through hard work, patience, and the support of the people around them, these men and women succeed in producing new growth in their lives and in their families. That place is Options. Graduation is more than simple completion of the Options Recovery Program. It is community recognition of accomplishment, of your accomplishments. When an addict of many years succeeds in beating their addiction, it opens doors that have been closed for most of their lives. Graduation is the spark that ignites newfound self-esteem. It proves to the men and women that people care about them and their ability to succeed. It is the tangible proof that we have changed. It is the beginning of a new life. It's rebirth. That's true. That was 27 years ago, and we have been at it for 27 years, and over 27 years, and next year we will celebrate our 30th year, and we plan to do a big gala, a fundraising gala sometime towards the end of next year. But that's not the only time you can donate to Options. Options is always appreciative of any donation from anybody who believes in our mission. So all the money that is donated through our Options donors goes directly to client services that aren't covered in some of our county contracts, and that's a lot. So I wanted to encourage people to go to our website, optionsrecovery.org, and donate any way you can, or donate volunteers. And for the graduates, we want you to come back and volunteer, continue being part of Options. And again, on behalf of the board of directors, thank you and congratulations.
Thank you very much, Susan. We so appreciate your words, as well as the impact and how long you've been with Options and what a leader and guide you have been. So again, congratulations to everyone. I do encourage you to check out our website, look at all the great things we're doing, and support us in whichever way makes the most sense to you. We're grateful for people's time and energy when it comes to volunteering. So it's a beautiful thing. All right, as we reach the end of the ceremony, this is a really fun part. At this point in time, I would like to invite everyone to turn on their cameras, unmute themselves, and for the final time of this ceremony, I will be introducing Larry Halverson, who has been kind enough to volunteer to lead us in the Serenity Prayer. So at this point in time, we will all say the Serenity Prayer in unison together.
All righty. Thank you, Scotty. And ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Here we go. God, this
serenity
to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can,
and
the wisdom to know the difference.
Congratulations, everybody.
Congratulations. Keep coming back.
Congratulations.
Coming
Keep
back.
coming back. It works.
You're worth
You're
it.
worth it.